Woo, baby.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you. It's never enough, I always leave wanting more.
Raw.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Such a weird sound with that pitch correction. Like he was trying to sing like a robot.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
So I think he really wanted that little skip.
There never will be too much you.
And I'm automating the attack time. See, all these purple lines here are all me increasing the attack so that he can go. Howard literally recorded this vocal through that tremolo effect. He sent it to me with tremolo on the master out, and I was like, how did you do that?
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Pretty mad. He was really going for this like Todd Edwards choppy sample kind of vibe, and you can hear on the much, it sort of disappears. That's all this plugin being bypassed.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
So it's like the battle of the tremolos. This one's doing eighth notes. And this one's doing swung 16ths. The reason I use the Sound Toys one is because it has swing. So instead of going it's going so you'll see this coming in and out.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Very bold effect, but for a club track, I just felt like it needed messing up in some crazy way.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Really pitch correcty and weird. Like we never usually do that, you know? But it just totally felt right for this tune. That kind of getting that vocodery talk box almost sound.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Another person said Melodyne over Autotune. Yes, but you cannot get that sound with Melodyne. So no, there is no better or worse. It's just, what do you need? Do you need to tune your vocal and it sound natural? Or do you need it to sound like a robot singing in a toilet? Then probably use Autotune. Oh, what's up, Knowledge? This man's still on a damn laptop. Yeah, you know it. I think all of these are Howard.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
And yeah, we got one pan left, one pan right.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
First harmony.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
High one.
It's never enough, there never will be too much you. It's never enough, there never will be too much you.
Like, I know that sounds weird. That does not sound natural, and that's good. That's what we wanted. Some extra harmonies down here.
Leave wanting more.
Very sick. The bass note of the vocal is my favorite thing ever. It's basically like the lowest note Howard can sing. Oh, I'm so happy this is going on the stream. More. Yes. More. More. It just adds so much weight when all the vocal kicks in.
I always leave wanting more.
The cool part is, backing it all up, is the gospel choir.
Never enough, it's never enough, I always leave wanting more.
And they're not auto-tuned, so they're adding this very natural and bright kind of sound underneath the perfectly chopped robot version of Howard. Here they are all together.
Leave wanting more.
So good. First thing they're going through is Compressor, Blue Stripe 1176.
Leave wanting more. Never enough.
Was there a reason to use the CLA over the CL1B? Yeah, the CL1B is super clean, like the cleanest fucking compressor ever. Like, it has tube distortion, but it's so subtle and it's so clean. The Blue Stripe 1176 is not clean. It adds harmonics, saturation, lovely stuff. And because I know Howard for a fact would have recorded these vocals straight from a Neumann into the Apollo with no Neve, no compressor on the way in, I needed to give it as much like flavor as possible. So that's why I'm using the 76. Got a ring shifter again, but I really love it when Tame Impala do that. Like when Kevin Parker like puts the whole mix through a flanger just for a second and then pulls it out. If I push that all the way.
Leave wanting more.
It just makes like almost a flanger, you know? I'm not doing it on the whole mix, but all the vocals are going through like a flanger for a bit. Led Zeppelin used to do it a lot too, yeah. Don't be afraid to use your effects more violently on entire buses or even the whole mix. Like I always have a couple of effects plugins on my master out just to mess with it like a DJ set. You know, you can just hit record and see what happens, and you get some happy accidents going sometimes. It's all in this one tasty bus and all being automated here. Reverb build-ups, H delay, feedback. There is some cool feedback stuff going on actually, which I'd like to show you guys. Yeah, so just bringing up the reverb with the filter, just like DJ style. A lot of work here. Again, like none of it's the same. It's all jammed out. Logic, telling you, got a lot of good benefits apart from system overload. So all those vocals are going into the vocal bus. Compressor.
Keep wanting more, never enough.
Bit of EQ.
Keep wanting more.
You can hear the like on those moors coming through, which is really nice. Then we're going into soothe.
Keep wanting more.
So that's just pulling out resonances. Inflator.
Keep wanting more. Keep wanting more.
So it's adding quite a lot of volume, but it's also sort of doing a lot of widening and boosting the highs a bit. This slider here sort of chooses which frequencies it pushes around. So I've got it slightly on the bright side of things.
Keep wanting more.
But pushing that air up even more. Tips for put the right volume on the vocals in the track. The level against the music. You got to just use your ears, man. I have some volume automation, I think, going on. Yeah, so when the cutoff goes down, I turn up the volume, because when it's just you need like more volume to get that across. And when you open up the filter, I'm sort of backing off the volume a bit. But yeah, we're talking like 3 decibels here and there. There's a reason why I send all my vocals down a vocal bus. It's so that I can grab that fader and move it around whenever I want. Can you hear the vocal over the music? No? Turn it up. Is it too loud? Turn it down. Turning speakers down while mixing helps with vocals a lot. Having different types of speakers, that's really helpful for getting the level of the vocal right over the music. Laptop speakers, iPhone speakers, headphones, car, low volume, quiet room. Can you hear the vocal? If you're leaning in or you're turning up the mix a lot, your vocal's probably too quiet. A lot of old hip-hop records used to have the rapper surprisingly quiet, and it was because they were either mixing way too loud or they just wanted you to turn it up. It is kind of a cool trick. Like if you have the vocal low in the mix, it does force the listener to turn it up, which is kind of cool. But like if you want a lot of people to know the hook of your tune, they've got to be able to hear it, even in a restaurant, even in the car, wherever you are. You got to have the vocal loud, man. And most of my favorite house music, like sing-along tunes, the vocal's right there, right up front. Lola's theme is a good example. Gypsy Woman, the vocal's like bang, right there in your face.